Weston is a very ancient place. Most people think it's just a Victorian seaside resort, but it goes way back. It goes back to the prehistoric age, it goes back to the Roman age, the age of the Vikings, medieval times, but it only hit the national scene when it became a seaside resort. And much of that is thanks to the Georgians discovering it in the 18th century, and then Brunel building his railway here in the 1840s, which brought the day trippers. Well, you imagine if you were working for a whole week in a factory and you had very little money, having a day out at the seaside was like today going to the Caribbean. They would have loved it, and so they all dressed up in their finery, came down, got absolutely sloshed. I mean, the behaviour was appalling. The amount of drunken misbehaviour, the police were sent out to remonstrate with these people, but hey-ho, they had a good time and went home on the next train. Tropicana started life as one of those wonderful 1930s open-air pools. This was the era of the body beautiful. People didn't worry about it being outdoors or cold water. It was healthy, and so you jumped into cold water. And when Weston built the open-air pool, it wasn't just any old pool. We built the highest diving stage in Europe. This was over 40 feet high. I mean, this was better than anything on the Côte d'Azur. You came to Weston, the water was 15 feet deep. Okay, it was cold, but it was great fun. Unfortunately, the diving stage itself suffered from what became known as concrete cancer, and so had to be demolished. After that, the council was in a quandary what to do with this enclosed area, and they invented something called the Tropicana, which was really it was nothing extraordinary. It was a nice few things for kids to splash around in, but it didn't have the wow impact that the original open-air pool had. And that gradually fell into disrepair. Sea monster coming into the Tropicana site, I mean, this is revolutionary. This is a completely new idea. I mean, it's a bit wacky and almost bonkers, isn't it? What are we doing bringing a North Sea rig into the middle of Weston-super-Mare and calling it art? I mean, this is challenging, and it'll be great fun. I think when Sea Monster is up and running, because it's of such national consequence, I mean, it's only one of 10 big opportunities in Britain for this type of work, it is clearly going to bring a huge number of visitors. Many of those visitors will not have been to Weston-super-Mare before. They'll say, hey, we've heard of this funny little place in the west of England, let's go and see what it's like. And whilst here, hopefully they will then take the opportunity to explore and see what else Weston-super-Mare has to offer. And let's face it, the view from it is going to be tremendous. From the Sea Monster platform, you get this wonderful panorama. Worlbury Hill Fort, you look across to the Welsh mountains, Flatholm, Steepholm, Breen Down, uphill, and turn right around and you can see Bristol Airport. It's a wonderful panoramic view. We're in that stage now when Sea Monster comes, and it'll give us that next chapter in something wow and wacky. Big question will be, what do we do afterwards?